Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with this little rusted book that I've been making. You may have noticed a bit of rusting there on the front. I've just been practicing testing something to see if it worked, and luckily it did. So I've embossed this using oh, here it is, this Stuart Gill embossing powders. And this is the patina bronze. I love this. In fact, I'm going to need to be buying some more. I've got the patina bronze and the marcasite. Really nice. They're off eBay. So I've embossed this side. You see the different sort of colours in there. Well, got a bit carried away really. I shouldn't have embossed this bit, but I must have slipped with my Versamark. There's a little pouch we made yesterday with the little book. So I'm going to do this side with the embossing powders so you can see how I did it. So first of all, I took some of my charcoal and I just went around and grunged around the edges. And just to seal that, just a quick spray with hairspray. Just a quick shake. That should get rid of it. Right, then I got my Versamark. Whoop, got a little my double-sided tape, deciding to unravel itself and stick to everything. Got my Versamark and I just sort of went around the edges. I'll not go as far onto the main body of it because we have got the crepe paper label going over the top of it. So I did that with my Versamark. Get my paper. Get my embossing powder and put that on. I love this embossing powder. Shake it off. That's better. That gone as mad on the body of it. Let's just put this away. Any bits off. I've got laminate floor, so I'll have a sweep up after. Right, get my heat gun and melt the embossing powder. You see how it changed that lovely sort of bronzed effect. It's lovely. Sorry about that, the noise. Oh, I mean, I've gone to the football match today, which suits me. And my youngest daughter's younger daughter is out. I'm just going to put a bit of distress on here with the charcoal. My younger daughter is out. I'm not sure where she is. So it's just me and my eldest daughter, and she's watching Never Ending Story. We watched that when she was a little girl. Watched it with her, and still one of her favourite films. So it's up to you how grungy you want to make the edges of your pages and things. Right, so now I'm going to stick this onto there. I think that's lovely. Lovely. So let's get I'm going to use my high tack. So let's run a bead of glue. We'll start off around the edge. So get as close to the edge as you can. But remember, you don't want it smudging up sort of all over your book, do you? The front of your books, you don't want that shiny look. So today, after the football, we should have all been going out for a curry. But we've got another wave of COVID going on here. So some of those from my son-in-law's family who were coming have got COVID. So we're not going for the meal tonight. I hope my husband's remembered to cancel it. And we'll just stick that on there. Any bits that fold over, I'm just going to fold over. So yesterday evening, my husband and I and my mum went out for a meal. We thought we'd just have a change from party foods and things. So we went out for this meal and I ordered fish and chips, which normally, where the place where we went, normally the fish and chips are delicious, but when it came, I think the fish must have been cooked in like an old batter. Not an old batter, an old oil. You know, your food arrives and you can smell the oil. So it just turned my stomach straight away, so I didn't eat mine. Russ, that's my husband, he ate his. And my mum, my mum's gluten-free, so she's got celiac, so my mum had a curry. A gluten-free curry, which she really enjoyed. Mine, I just like, when it arrived and the smell of it, I just thought, I can't eat that. And I did tell them and they offered me another meal, but you know, when your stomach just goes, bleh. My stomach's been a bit off anyway recently, so that was the end of that. So I sat while they had the curry and the fish and chips. I did have my cocktail, my rhubarb and custard cocktail. Do a little bit distressing on this bit. So that was very nice. Let's put a bit more glue on that edge. I'm going to say a bit more. I think it's putting glue on it because it doesn't look like there's any on it. So yeah, and then we came back and my husband then went watching football because the Premiership season's just started again after the World Cup. So we went watching football. So me and my mum caught up on the soaps and what's he called, that doctor in Cornwall? Doc Martin. So we watched those. I had a cup of tea. My mum had a few G&Ts. So all in all, it was a nice evening. Apart from the fish. Right, there we go. I'm actually not going to add anything else to this book cover decoration-wise. I think that with that inside it, it's going to look really nice. I might have a go at making a rusty dangle and see how that looks. If it doesn't look right, then I won't use it. If it does, then we can fix it. So I've been asked about these flowers I've been making, and I did say I would show you today how I made them. So first of all, just let me wipe this. Got little bits of powder. It must be off the embossing. Right, so first of all I'll show you how I made these little flowers out of the fibres. Oh, I'm like holding them over here and the camera's here. It would help if I put them under the camera, wouldn't it? So I made those little fibre flowers. And how I did that, I literally got my fibres. I have a little honey pot at the side of my sewing machine which I put fibres in. So that's fabric. So I got some fibres and started to look at the colours that I might want and stretching them and things. Now mine, you see both sides, so I literally made a circle out of the fibres that I wanted. So for example here, pull the fibres out into some sort of line and literally then just curl them using my thumb and index finger. I don't know where thumb came from, 354 thumb, and literally just go round and round and round. Just keep going round until you get the size that you want. You could put a bit of glue in there while you're doing that if you wish. The fibres, I just work with the way the fibres work with themselves. That's pretty. So then I literally just go to my sewing machine and just stitch it backwards and forwards in a running stitch. That is how I make the flower. However, I appreciate not everybody's got a sewing machine, so another way I thought of doing it is with some double-sided tape. So I've cut a little circle out of some scrap paper, just a little circle, and I put some double-sided tape on like this. Hopefully this will just peel off. That's one. My double-sided tape is dirty because it was unravelling itself onto the embossing powder. And two. Somebody here at the house. It could be my other daughter, I don't know. That's not my dog. It's my niece. No, it's not my niece, it's my daughter, my son's girlfriend, Emma. It's busier than cruise station here. Let's just get this little knife. It's busier than cruise station. Got everybody in and having always here for food. This piece doesn't want to come off. Oh, there we go. And it's off. So then all you need to do is stick, you could put glue on there if you wanted to as well, it's just all you need to do is stick that onto your circle of paper, so it doesn't even need gluing anyway, stitching anyway. You could stick it onto that like that. You could thinking now what else you could do. You could stitch it onto there. You could add some glue. Do you know what else you could do? It's just come tree. Let me just plug in my iron. I have that many plugs. I wasn't planning on doing this. This has just come to me. So yeah, you stick it on there like that, add some glue, add some fabric tack, stitch it, or even we could wax it, couldn't we, I suppose? Just get my wax. This is just a little bit of off the cuff thinking, so let's put some wax on it. My iron is warm. Put my iron on. There we go. There we are, that's another way to do it. And just trim it round. Oh, I like that. That just came into my head then. We could wax it down as well. So either make the rounds, stitch them on the sewing machine or by hand. Make the rounds, stick them to some double-sided tape or glue on a circle of paper. And if you want to do, iron them on the top. I like that. So then for these, for the paper, crepe paper ones, I got a circle of the crepe paper. My hands are a bit greasy now because of the wax. I did the same with the double-sided tape, she says. Let's just see, get it off. Doesn't want to come off. I hate working with double-sided tape. I see all these paper crafters and they're working away with the double-sided tape, and I think, why can I not do that? Why am I rubbish at double-sided tape? I still can't get it to stick down. Oh, come on. Got it. One. And another one across. Make a little cross. Lift this one off. This one should come off easier. So sorry if I'm muttering away. It's because I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm trying to talk about what I'm doing at the same time. I'm pleased with that one. I love that. I might even wax over those. So this one. So we get our tape off. Come on, tape. Oh, and it's sod's law that when you're doing a video, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Come on. This is really stuck down tape. Oh, I think I've got it now. Got it. There we go. So again, you've got your double-sided tape on your little circle. Then I got a strip of the same colour crepe paper and folded a line down at the top. So I would say this is about 1 inch thick. This is beautiful crepe paper because it's a vintage crepe paper. It's a really, really good quality. Probably British made paper. Right, so fold a section down, and then at the top I just fold like a triangle in, and then a triangle down, and then I literally then just started turning it in my fingers and twisting this as I go along. So I'm just twisting it and turning it and squashing it. Stretching it. until I get it to be about the size of my piece of crepe paper circle. So that's it. I have a look on both sides. I like this side best. I then stick it onto my crepe paper circle. So you could use glue, couldn't you? You don't have to use double-sided tape. And there you go, there's a little paper flower. Now once again, I stitched mine because that is what I chose to do. A little triangle stitching, but you don't have to do, you've still got your paper flower there. So that is how you make those little flowers. I like the one with the wax on. So what I'm going to do now, because I also made these on the sewing machine, I just like concertinaed it up as I was going along under the machine. Would have been this way, and kept folding it like this. That's how I got the shape. So now I'm going to just stick some of these on my pages. I'm just going to use my high tack sticky glue. And I thought I might, at the beginning here, put one on here. Let's just have a look which. I think I want one of these on. Do I want that one? And I think I'm going to put my wax one there. So these pages are different sizes. I will put the link to the video on how I made the book below. I need to do that on the other video as well. So let me put that away. So really, this is all I want to put in. I don't want it to be a highly decorative book. So leave a couple of pages. Just wanted to put like some snippets of this ruffled crepe. Because I've used the same crepe paper that, oh, where is it? From this amber crepe paper. So there. I should put one of those. And these are basically just going to be randomly spaced throughout the book. That is all the decoration I wanted, because I want lots of writing space. I'm going to put something here on all this green, like that one. That could go there. So tomorrow I'm going to stitch this in. I'm going to stitch this into the cover. Actually, get a bit of this. That's there, and that is going to go there. And so I will continue throughout the book with those. That's nice. I also thought these are yesterday's video how I made this little fold out book. I thought I would actually just make a couple of tags which I'm going to put in. I'm laughing to myself because I'm not decorating it, and then I'm just going to do this, I'm just going to do this, and I'm just going to do that. How many times have we done that, ladies? I am going to make a couple of tags that I just want to paper clip in. So I've got some tags that I I've already coffee stained, that's written on, but I'm going to put some of those in. But I also thought I'd make a couple of these out of these cards. So what I'm going to do is cut some of these cards in half. Two. Make some shorter ones. Right, so what I'm going to do here is take a strip of these cards. Get my corner punch, she says. Do you know, I could actually make tickets come out of them. Yes. See, I'm just going off the beaten track again. That's my mind wanders all the time. Does yours? Yay. So I can put some tickets, a ticket in. Let's make 2 tickets. We've got so many wonderful punches, haven't we? For doing wonderful things with. There's 2 tickets. Right, back to these little tags I was making. So I'm going to corner punch these. Use a 7mm punch there. Oops. What's up in there? Sometimes they get a little bit in, don't they? They just get stuck. That's nice. That'll need gluing down again. So we put those 2 together, these 2 together, then just cut the tops to make your tag shape. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. I'm going to get my crocodile. I'm going to put them together and I'm going to punch a hole. Just going to punch a hole in that one. I'm going to punch them together, just sort of eyeball the right spot there. Ooh, it's a bit over that one, never mind. Never mind. There's this one. That's right. Like this one. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to cut that a bit. I'm going to just round this a bit thinner than it is in the right spot. Oh. Just cut that down a bit. Right, let me get my grommets. I'll get a couple of these like rusty looking coloured ones. These are just from We Are Memory Keepers. Just get my, this has already got the rusty hinge on it. It's just the Distress Oxide from Tim Holtz Rusty Hinge. This double-sided tape is still sticking to everything. Moved it away now. Go away, double-sided tape. So I'm going to get to meet not my boyfriend. I haven't got a boyfriend. I've got a husband. Been married for a long, long time. My son's girlfriend. They've not been together very long, but they're moving into a home together. They get the keys 31st of December. So on the 2nd of January we're starting to move them in, and we're going to be meeting her mum and dad for the first time. And we're going to go out for a meal, so that should be interesting. Right, get my grommets. So I'm going to put the two that I've put together, punched together like that, and like that's one, and this is, I've put them the wrong way around. I have to just take them apart because I've put the bees underneath. Let's just pull that out of there. Oof. Oh. Never mind. I've torn it, but I can just cut that off there. Redo that. There's always a way to repair things, isn't there, when you're crafting. Cut that across there. Cut that there. Quick repair job. There we go. Punch the hole again. Get it in the middle. Right, get the grommet. So there we go. Just move all these bits and bobs. So those, as they are, let's bring our book back together, would sit very nicely, for example here, just like that over the page, or over those pages, holding them together there. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more. So I've just got here my scrap bag of laces, and I'm going to add I bet this trip. It's quite nice actually. I'm going to add a little bit of this. 1, 2. So not the lace. Let's get my pins. I've got my bulb pins. I've got some like vintagey, coppery, brassy, rusty ones here. If I take the bulb pin, go straight through the little thing of fabric that's all falling apart, and we put that through there, So that just adds a little more decoration. So that will look like that. And that is really pretty. So I'm going to do that with the other one. The tickets, what I would do there is ink. Probably put some gesso on them so that can be written on. And then I have got some rusty paper clips. Been tidying up so everything's disappeared. My rusty paper clips. Here they are. Got some rusty paper clips. So I'll just get one of these. And I would just say here, for example, just put that in there like that. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to turn the camera off and I am going to add these rusty bits, maybe add some gesso so they can be written on. I'm going to finish putting in my flowers, my trims. I'm going to add some of this fibre to here. And I will be back tomorrow to sew the book together and we will be done. So thank you for watching. I'm Sharon, this is Be Divine Vintage, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye.